What's going on, everybody? It's your boy here to give you guys a review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. As y'all can see, I know it's been a while, but I'm rocking my Come On Bitch shirt. Shout outs to Erica De Niro, Kelly, and Nate. Um, so pretty much starts off with Cynthia. So I did not know that she was 49. So apparently she'll be 50 this year. Like I said, she looks stunning. She admits to having a boob job. Here's the I didn't know that. So I'm like, all right, cool. And I think it's been 2 years. So I guess right now, I don't know if she's truly getting another No, I think she's getting more implants, but I know that she's doing more like a maintenance type thing. Um, so she has Kenya and Candy there. The other girls are on their way. And she even kind of, just threw it out there where, hey, this might inspire some of the other girls if they feel they want a boob job to get a boob job. And Candy's just like everybody commented to include Phaedra, so she mentions what happened the previous day. Now I know a lot of people were up in arms about Candy spilling all the beans, because yes, I will admit, if you friends with somebody, unless they sit here and they come for you, you know what I'm saying, or unless they try to spray you, you shouldn't, tell what was told to you in private and secret. But I will say, even though it's not to her defense, Candy did pretty much say like, "I'm gonna just leave this alone because I don't want to say some shit or something along those lines." And then Phaedra came back trying to sit here and play around with it, and that's when Candy kind of popped it off. So I think had Phaedra just like let the shit go, we wouldn't have got what we got last week. So Sheree, Portia come in, and then Phaedra comes in. She does the whole, being cordial thing. Like I said, everybody's adults and whatnot. So that's one of those where had Candy not told Kenya and Cynthia, it was one of those where it wouldn't have been known. Yeah, we can't sit here and think that Phaedra's not going to tell Portia at a minimum, and definitely, go not tell Sheree. So we'll see how all that plays out. And I mean, that's pretty much it for right now. So we got Sheree. She's in her chateau. She mentions how she, I believe, is already over budget. That should be telling you something. Her interior designer, her decorator, he is high price, showing her all this high end shit, talking about how she doesn't want to have shit from IKEA. So again, try to keep up with the Joneses, keep up appearances, excuse me, and all this other stupid, ridiculous, crazy shit that she's trying to do, and all for what? You know what I'm saying? So you're doing all this, so you're further putting yourself in debt, and I guess she's banking on the fact that she's gonna be back for the Real Housewives next season, if there is a next season. Because this shit is, I'm about to say, I guess we starting to get the drama now, and we're starting to get the good shit, but up until this point, yeah. So she mentions how she wants to have everything done in 5 weeks, and she wants to have the party in 2 months. So that's her timeline. So Candy goes to pick up earrings because Riley is turning 14. Just leave that there. But she's turning 14, so she's buying earrings as a gift. Mama Joyce comes in, and Joyce and her pretty much just talk about how this is what happened between me and Phaedra. Again, rehashing everything that already happened. She said everything that she wanted to say, and then also went on to mention how come on, yeah, come on now, how Block, how she's gonna make it to where Block and Riley can have that relationship, but she wants it to be where it's just them. And they even show past clips of Riley saying he's just the birth giver. That sounds a hell of a lot better than a sperm donor, but her stance on it. But Candy's whole thing is, I don't want to be involved, and I want them to have a relationship absent of me. So we'll see how all that plays out. Okay, so things are getting juicy. So I think we're gonna be. I'm gonna try to like not spend too much time on Noel and Peter, because I was actually going to, but the scene that I just saw kind of gave me a little bit more. But I can always pause the shit. But Noel hits up Peter. They go do yoga because like I say, he was a second father to her and had been in her life for quite some time. So she misses him, and she just says that she's hurt at the distance that is between her and he, due to the fact that he and her mother are not together right now. In addition to that, she feels some kind of way because no one is asking her how she feels about a certain thing and if she misses Peter and this, that, and the third. And when she said that, that immediately took me back to, when I lost my mother's parents. Because we lost both of them within a month. And it was during the worst time. We lost my grandfather like several days before Thanksgiving. And then we lost my grandmother several days after Christmas. So pretty much within a month of each other, we lose the pillars of our fucking family, and like those were two hard blows to the family. And with everything that was going on, like I said, they never asked if any of the children, because I had just turned 10, and my first cousin Debo, he 10. So they never once asked us, how we feel, if we're okay, especially because we were up under them an awful fucking lot. And that shit hurt was just like, okay, so y'all are so concerned about y'all feelings, but y'all don't give a fuck about ours. So when she said that, I was just like, man, like that took me back to a place. I'm just like, see, I don't need to be having these thoughts this early on. Okay. And if I didn't already say, so Happy New Year, y'all, I probably should have said that. Happy New Year. But I shouldn't be thinking about this shit this early into the new year. So they promised that they, gonna do better with keeping their relationship, together. So Portia and Shamia, they go do this thing with the Yanni egg. So you pretty much insert this egg in your vag, and it's supposed to tighten things up. I guess it creates some lubrication on the inside. And the part that fucking got me is you pretty much supposed to lay a fucking egg. So pretty much you're supposed to pop the egg out. I'm just like, you know what? That's too damn much. Sheree comes in, and if I didn't already, so it's supposed to help keep the shit nice, right, and tight, all that stuff. And I think also help with, the whole fertilization, all this shit. I don't fucking know, really don't care. Sheree comes in at the tail end, and then she goes on to, tell them about the conversation that she had with Candy. So I'm a little upset because it goes from Candy going that fake. I mean, here's the thing. You can call whomever. And of course, we know that a lot of this is mostly for the sheer fact of we need to get shit going for the season. Because the reality is, once she had that combo with Phaedra, the only other people that would have been, talked to about it would have been husband, her team, and her mom. All the other people, it's one of those where, let me hit pause real quick. It's a tad bit too much. You can tell it's a lot of put on right now. Because, like I said, of course, we need people to carry the ball so we can sit here and develop more of the drama. Because when she sat down with Cynthia and Kenya, she could have been like, oh, I didn't know she's going to be here. She and I, we had a falling out yesterday. I really want to talk about specifics, just us kind of going at it, and left it at that. You don't always have to go into, details. So we know some of this is put on for the cameras. I just hope they ready for it because, like I said, we all know Candy's quite ghetto. All right. And then Shamia, and the comment that was said before I get to Shamia was how Phaedra was dating somebody. I think it was like, dating somebody before Paula went in, trying to marry somebody, before the year was up, all that other shit. And that put Portia in her feelings. They're just like, and she did make a good point. When you have random people talking shit about you, that's one thing. But when you have a friend or a so-called friend, ex-friend, speak the same shit, it's almost like, okay, they're validating what everybody has been saying. So the fact that it's coming from a friend, best friend, it seems like it's more truth to it. And Shamia even went so far as say, well, she can't put shit past Phaedra because when she was married, Phaedra tried to holler, not even, was trying to holler at her husband. He went so far as say, I don't know why you wiped her up, this, that, and the third. So I'm just like, ooh, well, all the shit getting spilled right now. So it's Riley's B-Day. You have Kayla there, who is Todd's daughter, Todd, Joyce, and Candy. Riley mentions that her father called her, wanting to meet up with her, and she wants her mom there. Candy's just like, I want y'all to actually be able to sit down by yourselves. And Kayla mentions, because of a similar thing between her and Todd, she was like, the first time meeting up with my father, yeah, it was kind of weird. I didn't know the guy. And it kind of gets easier after that. So she was like, I feel that Candy should be there, the first time at a minimum. But they pretty much agree. Okay, well, we gonna let Riley make the decision for herself. So now we got Phaedra, Horsha, and Sheree sitting down talking. They rehashing all the past shit, more or less, that the Yanni class and everything that came out in that. And Horse is mostly just mad that that conversation should have stayed right where the fuck it was. Which, yes, it should have, but let's also be clear, there are cameras there, so even had it not, we would have been addressing this shit at the reunion either fucking way. I mean, so let's keep it all the way to fucking 1,000. And in addition to that, you also have, let me see. So then, of course, Miss Carrie Bone, she was like, "Well, you didn't tell everything. What about your friend Shamia?" So then the whole Shamia thing got brought up. So of course, Phaedra's like, "Well, Candy is close to both of them. Like I said, she and pretty much said that she fucks Shamia and Todd. They all have a little love thing going. And from what I kind of gather, Horsha didn't co-sign, but she's like, well, yeah, they're really close. So, all of she come out. And again, they're saying all this in front of, Miss Carrie Bones. So, of course, it ain't going to stay just right there. Like I said, Miss Carrie Bone, like, her only fucking storyline is this chateau that probably ain't going to be built by the end of the fucking season, pimping out her fucking son, because, she can't make money on her own accord, and pretty much is carrying the drum between everybody. So, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So before I close this out, I do want to say that fellow YouTuber James Colwell has a petition now to get Married to Medicine moved back to Sundays. Personally, I don't care. And that's only because, one less review I have to do at night, the better, because I got to wake up early to get my fucking day started. So, I mean, either way, it is what it is. I prefer it to be on Fridays, me being me, but it being on Fridays could actually hurt, that particular series. And I only say that to say they are having Friday's episode air right now. So, why not just, y'all get what I'm saying. So, to close this shit out, Cynthia is at her place. Has her mother and sister there. So I'm guessing everything is truly official, and they're out on docks. They're rehashing shit that we've already talked about. The only thing I want to mention is you will have to put some fencing around that dock. And I only say that because if she has a party and there's like no fencing there. I mean, because the dock is very beautiful. You might have that one dumb son bitch that's out there drunk. There's nothing to lean on, but like those like poles at the end, and they just fall the fuck in. I don't want to see that happen to Miss Bailey. But anyway, Candy, Sheree, Miss Carrybone, and Horsha, they all meet up, and pretty much Horsha couldn't just come out and say all of the issues that she had. Sheree had to be the one to put it out there for her to even go in. And it's just like, okay, right there, signs of a weak motherfucker. Because it's one of those where if you have the issue, just say what the fuck it is. So she was one upset about the block comment. She was like, I never said that y'all fucked. I just said that y'all were a unit, but let's not pretend like y'all didn't fuck. You know. And can't even say a confessional. Let's not pretend like you virgin out in these streets. I'm just like, well. And then the whole her airing out, come on, Phaedra's business or that conversation, and it's one of those where I get what she's saying, but and I got it. You are defending your friend, but at the same exact time, because I mean I've had moments where I've defended a friend, like I said, long story short, we was in a class. One motherfucker said he going smooth the fuck off, and I pretty much had another like, look, bro, you ain't finna keep on talking that smooth shit like on some real shit. Say one more motherfucking thing, we finna sit here and throw hands right now. Cause I'm tired of fucking hearing this shit. Like I'm not finna sit here and we not finna do this. But again, that was me on my own accord. I wouldn't, and trust when I say a battery wasn't put in my back, but I get the feeling that either a battery, like directly a battery was put in a horse's back, or a Jedi mind trick battery put in the back. Because on some real shit, and I have to say, if Phaedra ain't got a problem with it, and if she's not gonna address it, even though you sitting here sticking up for your friend, You know, it is what it is. And I understood what Candy was saying. It's just like, you, like, she in the streets, she got shit to say. She tell them motherfuckers don't work with them, which that may not be affecting my relationship, but that's affecting my money. And you know how I feel about, we know how Candy feel about her money, her food, and her family. You don't fuck with one of the three. So we already know how she feels about that. And she's like, amongst other things. So she's not gonna be out here running her fucking mouth and think the shit's sweet. Cause I mean, if you like, mind you, Candy wouldn't say much. She would allow her her staff and mother to say all the shit for her. So I mean, right now, so technically Candy wasn't saying shit, but again, you know, kind of still not right to have them. So pretty much having, so allowing her family and staff to talk shit about Phaedra is no different than what, you know, Horse is doing right now. So let me clearly let me say that. But what I'm getting at is, I do feel what she's saying. Like, you're not finna sit and say all this shit. You're not finna be in the confessionals throwing all this subliminal ass shade or whatnot, and then think that the shit gonna be sweet over here. And again, there's only so much that one motherfucker can take. Not me. I would have been that motherfucker where I would have been like, look, this is one fucking warning. I hear you talking shit. Keep, and cause here's the thing, cause I done told many mother people that I fuck with, you know, if our relationships go south, I ain't finna sit here and say shit. I ain't finna fucking spray you. But best believe, if you go around running your mouth, I'm coming for you. Like, for real, for real. Like, y'all think y'all to see me pop the fuck off? That ain't shit. That ain't shit. And when I say I can be petty and downright evil and demonic, trust me, that shit, take my word for it. I would have done that. Just like, I see you running your mouth. Warning, you might want to stop. I'm giving you that courtesy before I sit here and go all the way to fuck in. But again, Candy gonna do what the fuck she gonna do. And she got mad and even when it what's the girl name? Horse is just like, don't act like you don't know the shit that I know. So, and she's getting pissed, like, don't sit here and question me about shit. But when I up and say it and even bring up the fact that you fucking know, don't sit here and get mad or whatnot. So, and it just got to a point where, you know, Candy just was through and fucking left. And then, you know, a whole comment about her being in the closet, you know, was mentioned, this, that, and the third. So, Lord, Lord, Lord. We'll see what happens. But I mean, again, I think that's truly what's wrong with a lot of fucking people, is that they're so concerned about other people's relationships and finances when they need to be worried about their own. Because all I'm gonna say is this, you know, and this is gonna be my closing comment. Why the fuck, you know, Portia is so concerned about what is going on in Candy's bedroom and with her, you know, sex life and everything. Let's be real. She has two kids, is married to her baby daddy, number two, and they have they have a flourishing relationship, flourishing business ventures. Some of them have tanked, but everything that she wants, Candy already has. So you got your mouth on something, but you want the same exact shit that she wants. With that being said, that's all I have. Let me know how y'all feel about this whole entire fucking episode. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys. What's the next review? If Love and Hip Hop it comes on tomorrow, I will see you for that. And like I said, there might be some other stuff coming on here with current lineup. I think I'm gonna do Little Women of Atlanta. I think I'm gonna do it. All right, y'all. Peace.